Why do we care so much about beauty? What is it about the pursuit of aesthetic perfection that has captivated humanity for millennia? It's a question that delves into the very core of our desires, aspirations, and societal values. This question has shaped human history, influencing art, culture, and even the course of civilizations. The answer is complex and multifaceted. From ancient jewelry, crafted with meticulous detail and adorned with precious stones, to tomb paintings, depicting idealized figures and elaborate scenes of daily life, people have always adorned and altered their bodies, using cosmetics, hairstyles, and clothing to enhance their appearance. Beauty isn't just a modern obsession, it's woven into our identity and social status, acting as a visual language that communicates our place in the world. Ideals of beauty have shifted wildly across cultures and eras, reflecting the unique values and beliefs of each society, revealing what societies valued, from physical strength and fertility to intellectual prowess and spiritual purity. A look could signal wealth, indicating access to resources and luxury goods, health or high status, demonstrating one's lineage, power, and social standing. Studying these ideals opens a window into the past, allowing us to understand the priorities and preoccupations of bygone eras, and shows us how power and identity were expressed through visual cues and symbolic representations. When we explore beauty's history, tracing its evolution across time and cultures, we're really exploring humanity itself, its aspirations, its anxieties, and its enduring quest for meaning. So let's travel through time, embarking on a journey through the ages, from ancient Egypt, where cosmetics and elaborate hairstyles were symbols of status and divinity, to Renaissance Europe, where pale skin and elaborate gowns reflected wealth and refinement, to uncover what people found beautiful and why, examining the social, cultural, and economic forces that shaped these ideals. This is the story of how societies defined the female form, setting standards that women were expected to meet, and how women navigated these expectations, sometimes conforming, sometimes rebelling, and always striving to express their own unique identities. In ancient Egypt, beauty was far more than skin deep. It was a profound reflection of holiness and power. It was an outward manifestation of inner virtue, a concept deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs and social hierarchy. Both men and women, regardless of their social standing, embraced cosmetics and used dramatic eye makeup, a defining feature of their aesthetic. This black coal wasn't just for looks, it was believed to offer protection from the harsh sun and ward off evil spirits, adding a layer of magic to its practical use. Elaborate wigs, crafted from human hair or plant fibers, replaced shaved heads, providing a canvas for intricate styling. These wigs were styled with braids, curls, and adorned with jewels, beads, and floral ornaments, transforming them into elaborate works of art. Perfumed cones made of beeswax and fragrant oils were placed on top of wigs. As they melted in the heat, they released a delightful fragrance and added a lustrous shine to the hair. The ideal body, as depicted in their art, was slender and graceful, with emphasis on elongated features and a youthful appearance. This ideal was often showcased in art and further revealed by the use of sheer linen dresses, which allowed the natural form to be subtly visible. Egyptians celebrated the natural form, choosing to enhance rather than conceal it, using clothing and adornments to accentuate their best features. Cleanliness and pleasant scent were absolutely essential, integral to both personal hygiene and social grace. Frequent bathing, exfoliating the skin with sand or natron, and the application of fragrant oils were all part of a daily routine to keep skin soft, supple, and beautifully scented. Popular scents, derived from flowers and resins, included lily, frankincense, and myrrh, each possessing unique aromatic properties. To be considered beautiful in ancient Egypt was to embody a holistic ideal, to be clean, sweet-smelling, and artfully decorated, reflecting a harmonious balance between inner and outer beauty. Beauty, therefore, signaled not just personal attractiveness, but also status within the community, health, and even divine favor, suggesting a life lived in accordance with the god's will. In ancient Greece, beauty meant harmony and proportion. The Greeks believed in the golden ratio. a mathematical formula for perfect features. Symmetry and balance defined attractiveness. Unlike Egyptians, Greeks preferred a natural look, subtle cosmetics, pale skin, and a healthy glow. The ideal body was fuller and robust, symbolizing fertility and strength. Statues of goddesses like Aphrodite celebrated rounded hips and soft stomachs. Hair was worn long and tied back in simple knots. Blonde hair was especially prized. Women tried to lighten their hair with lemon juice and sun. Greek beauty was understated, harmonious, and a reflection of inner virtue. It was about health, order, and living in balance. In imperial China, beauty standards were demanding and often painful. Foot binding created tiny, lotus-shaped feet, a mark of high status and enforced fragility. Pale porcelain skin was essential, achieved with rice powder and sun avoidance. Delicate painted mouths and high arched eyebrows completed the look. Eyebrows were plucked and painted, sometimes in blue or green. The ideal was artificial and doll-like, requiring time and effort. Graceful, restrained movement was prized, enforced by foot binding. Beauty projected refinement and aristocratic status. Every detail signaled a woman's place in the strict social hierarchy. The Renaissance, a period of rebirth and flourishing arts, brought forth new ideals of beauty, moving away from the more austere aesthetics of the Middle Ages. It was a time of rediscovering classical influences and celebrating the human form. These ideals were prominently seen in art and portraiture, reflecting the values and aspirations of the era. Artists captured the essence of the Renaissance woman, showcasing her elegance and grace. High, rounded foreheads were considered fashionable, a prominent feature that distinguished Renaissance beauty standards. To achieve this coveted look, women meticulously plucked their hairlines and eyebrows, creating a smooth and elongated forehead. This practice was a testament to the dedication to beauty ideals. Pale skin remained a significant status symbol, indicating a life of leisure and privilege, far removed from the sun-drenched fields of the working class. This pallor was sometimes achieved with dangerous lead-based cosmetics, highlighting the lengths to which women would go to attain the desired appearance, despite the health risks. The ideal body was soft and rounded, a departure from the more slender figures that would become fashionable in later centuries. This preference is clearly seen in paintings by masters like Titian and Rubens, who celebrated the voluptuous female form. Curves signaled wealth and, perhaps more importantly, fertility, both highly valued attributes in Renaissance society. Reddish-blonde Titian hair was highly coveted. It was considered the most desirable hair color of the time. To achieve this sought-after shade, women bleached their hair in the sun, often using harsh chemicals and spending hours exposed to the elements. Hair was deliberately exposed to lighten it, while skin stayed shaded to maintain its paleness. The Renaissance look was one of aristocratic elegance, a carefully constructed image that reflected social standing and refinement. This elegance was achieved through considerable effort and, at times, significant risk, showcasing the dedication to upholding beauty standards. Ultimately, beauty in the Renaissance was about more than just aesthetics. It was about status, perceived health, and crucially, the ability to produce heirs to continue the family line. It was a complex blend of art, fashion, and social ambition, all intertwined to create the ideal Renaissance woman. In the Victorian era, beauty was tied to morality and social duty. The ideal woman was pure, modest, and dedicated to family. Heavy makeup was shunned. A natural, delicate look was prized. Pale skin suggested refinement and a sheltered life. The corset created a tiny waist and hourglass figure, but at great cost to health. Dresses covered the body completely, emphasizing silhouette over skin. Beauty was about respectability and virtue, not sensuality. Hair was long but always worn up. Letting it down was scandalous. The Victorian ideal blended physical attractiveness with moral purity. A woman's beauty reflected her husband's status and her own virtue.